Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. For real. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Smith. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
3rd and long, it's Smith. Got a man out of the backfield, it's Chris Thompson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Prescott looks to throw on first. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, Prescott again. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll make it 3rd down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
We're going to 54. Switch, Then we're going to 53. Hustle. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Pernell McPhee in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Redskins, Jamison Crowder. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Smith now on second down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Smith on third down. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And some space here. Space to run past the 20. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Start that over there. Start that. Woo. Start that over there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Switch. Switch. Hey. Done. Here we go. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas 1st down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. 41's the whip. 26.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And some room to work. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, got it. 48. Then we're going to 53. Awesome. 46.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Tiger.
Here's Smith. And Reed with it over the nose. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Smith throwing again. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on third down, Smith. That's caught by Kelly. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Set, line, 80.
Smith on first down. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up second down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air, Smith on second down. Buying time to his left. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready, line, 80. Right, 55. Right there, in the middle, 55.
Out of the gun, Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gun. 46.
First down, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Get out.
Prescott on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Get out. We're going right there.
The give is to Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Prescott now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Prescott from the gun on third. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Spins by. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Double, double, double. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Hey, on.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Let's go. Let's go, 15.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Austin. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Everyone, kill. 26.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
26. Get out.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go 47. Let's go 47. 26.
On second down, Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now, as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Airing it out for Hearns. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hearns, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Here we go 47. Here we go 47.
Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Again they run. Again it's Geis. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The backup, Rob Kelly, his first carry. And he's brought down after a good gain. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll be a second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Orange.
From the gun, here's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They'll run it now out of the gun. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Geis. And he'll take this one down near the 15. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Smith to throw on third down. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Geis, they'll try to run it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They get it to him running left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
We got 3, fellas. I said 980.
And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go, 46. Then we're going to 53. Then we're 47. 26. 26.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Yeah, baby, boom. Get down, get down.
Second down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. He's back to throw. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Good.
Back to throw. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Sweat. Done.
They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Kill. Check 26. Sweat and hurt. Gun. 26.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
26.
It's a keeper with Prescott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott with time running out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
It's coming now. Here we go. All right, hey. Woo. Here we go, 46. Woo. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott to throw this time. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Smith now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that one, Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Dallas, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.